Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another Supatease video. And with this one, we're going to be deep diving into the Ret Paladin for patch 9.2. Is it any good? Should you pick it up? Should you start preparing for it in 9.1.5? And if you want to make sure that you're staying up to date with all of the patch changes that come through to the game so that you're ahead of the curve and ahead of the competition, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that my videos just get notified to you in real time and you can stay up to date. But getting started in this video, there's a lot of new goodies coming in 9.2 in terms of increasing your power, and the potential for almost every single specialization is going up dramatically. So just taking a look specifically at Ret Paladin, the set bonuses for Ret Paladin are as such. Your 2 set will be when you benefit from Art of War, you gain Seraphim for 2 seconds. When I was trying this out, Seraphim for 2 seconds is barely enough time to really even get one attack. It's very strange that it's only for 2 seconds, although if it was longer, it would be probably one of the most powerful bonuses in the game. But at 2 seconds, I almost don't really notice it. Your 4 set bonus is going to be Art of War, has a 50% chance to reset the cooldown of Wake of Ashes instead of Blade of Justice. And if we look at what the Art of War passive is, it is when your auto attacks have a 24% chance to reset the cooldown of Blade of Justice. So just randomly swinging at your target instead will grant you Wake of Ashes, will grant you a huge hit of damage, an extra snare, a big AoE damage hit, and a lot of holy power generation, which is great for Ret Paladin in both PvE and PvP. So the 4 set bonus is actually desirable, but the 2 set on the way there at least felt a little bit strange to me. At the moment, the legendaries that were standing out to me were the Necrolord Ret Paladins with the Vanquisher's Hammer, which is going to grant you an extra charge of the Vanquisher's Hammer, and it's going to add an additional cast of Divine Storm to your Templar's Verdict. I was comboing this with the legendary Final Verdict, which replaces Templar's Verdict with Final Verdict, which is a harder hitting version of the spell and has a chance to activate Hammer of Wrath, giving you more opportunities to generate more holy power, to get more Templar's Verdicts out, or more Final Verdicts out, to get more Hammer of Wrath, to just be doing a ton of damage overall. In PvP, I'm going to be focusing on haste and versatility as much as I can. And again, going into the set bonuses, this is where things maybe get held back a bit because some of these set bonuses do not have versatility on them. 2 of them do, with the shoulders and the chest, but with wearing the pants and the gloves, you're going to lose a little bit of versatility. It's going to be kind of like a math game as to whether or not it will be worth it. Getting the extra holy power generation is going to be very powerful, and I could just show you on the training dummy a little bit of what the Ret Paladin is actually capable of. So I am running some talents that provide me extra attack speed through Zeal, again, to try and proc Art of War a little bit more, trying to get all of my damage alled in on my Avenging Wrath, and Seraphim, of course, to grant myself a huge boost of damage. And we're running Blade of Wrath so that Art of Wars resets the cooldown blade just 100% more often and increases its damage just to try and get a little bit more proc rate. And we're just going to keep going at the mob here. We're going to activate Seraphim, Avenging Wrath, get our Wake of Ashes on cooldown. You'll see the huge amount of damage that you get with the Vanquisher's Hammer right here. When you use it in combination with Templar's Verdict, your damage is just going to spike through the roof. And we're just fishing through with our Zeal to try and get procs. We got a proc on the Wake of Ashes. We can dump that into an improved Final Verdict, which procs Hammer of Wrath, which is going to give us more combo points. We reset our Wake of Ashes again. So we've procced a Hammer of Wrath off that. We've reset our Wake of Ashes again. And this is why I said I think that the 4-piece is going to be worth losing the versatility, because if you do manage to roll the lottery like I am right now, you're going to get a tremendous amount of damage, weaving in the Vanquisher's Hammers, getting massive crackdowns on your Templar's Verdict. You're just going to be doing an absurd amount of damage. Even more so, basically adding in addition to what Ret Paladin brought as a strength throughout the entire expansion, might just be taken up another level to the ludicrous level potentially. And if we can maybe get a Q to pop here, we can give it a little bit of a trial run on the PTR. I have been able to get the skirmish Qs to pop, but it looks like maybe today might not be our day to do so. But if you really want that satisfying animation, comboing the Vanquisher's Hammer into a Templar's Verdict like this, it just lays down so much damage. So we attacked that mob for a while. We might have to attack it again just so I can get some looks at the numbers. The last time I ran this through, my Final Verdicts were critting top end above 30k. My Divine Storms were critting around this range, 15 to 16k. So you can see you can get like a 45k hit all in one attack. If you're able to combine the Final Verdict Divine Storm proc at the same time with Seraphim Avenging Wrath, reload your Holy Power really fast with those Art of War procs, and you're still going to be providing all of the great utility that you already did in PvP through Sacrifice, Shield of Vengeance, Sanctuary to remove crowd control from allies. You're going to be proccing the Avenging Wrath as well through the Aura of Reckoning, so you're going to get these big burst windows in a much more rapid succession. So for patch 9.2, really, Ret Paladin is just leveling up. You're getting better than you were. You were already at a point where I couldn't believe that you weren't nerfed throughout the entire expansion, and you're honestly just getting stronger now, moving into patch 9.2. So from my point of view, if you were on the fence with picking a Ret Paladin, if you're worried about it, in PvE, it's probably still a gamble. And I think with the changes to Mythic Plus, where they're adding cooldown reduction to the dungeons and stuff like that, it potentially will enable Ret Paladin. But Ret Paladin has struggled in Mythic Plus, so if you want to take that into account as an overall player, you may want to reconsider it. But for PvP, I don't think you're going to go wrong. It's really just getting better and better and better, and you will likely to continue to smash face in patch 9.2. But other than that, thank you very much for tuning into the video. If you'd like to watch me live, I stream on twitch.tv/Supatease every day. We do 0 to Heroes, viewer games, rank 1 pushes, the whole shebang over there. But other than that, thank you very much for watching the video. I will catch you in the next one. Let me know what you think down below, and see you later.